I suddenly remember from something from over almost 70 years ago. It was a little game we used to play with our mother, a finger game, and I wonder if you can help me interpret it. I may not be pronouncing it correctly, but I think you could probably understand it. It goes like this. Kurecka varila, ogonek spasila, leče džetki po vutke, mama da će skorucke. Temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, fruk I polečala. That's all I can remember, and I don't really know what it means.
So I should speak this in Polish?
Yeah, you can speak in Polish and then English if you want.
So she's going to say this in Polish.
It's a little game we used to play with our mother, a finger game, and I wonder if you can help me interpret it. I may not be pronouncing it correctly, but I think you could probably understand it. It goes like this. Kurecka varila, ogonek spasila, leče džetki po vutke, mama da će skorucke. Temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, fruk I polečala. That's all I can remember, and I don't really know what it means.
All right. We just stop it?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to call my wife, because
Okay.
I know this,
Okay.
but I would just ask her, directly.
You want me to play it again over the phone for her?
Well, no, I don't know, it's up to you.
No, it's up to you if she needs to hear it.
I need to hear this one more time just to make
Okay.
sure, because the beginning was a little bit different.
Okay.
W szufladzie, tak. Tak. Znaczy open jest otwarty cały dzień. Ten na zewnątrz. Tak, tak. Pusternik, powiedz mi wierszyk Kokoszka. Kokoszka dziobała. Temu dała namyśleć? She
Ready?
needs to hold on. She needs to remind herself. But I'll write it down in Polish first.
Okay.
Poczekaj, tu kokoszeczka. Tak. No, temu dała. A temu łeb ukrywała? Odleciała. Odleciała i... Narobić końcu. Poczekaj jeszcze chwilę. Can you take it one
Yep.
time?
Ready?
Yeah. Czekaj, nie, bo ja muszę po angielsku posłuchać czegoś, bo to jest taki kolega.
I suddenly remember from something from
Słuchaj, też może będziesz
almost 70 years ago. It was a little game we used to play with our mother, a finger game, and I wonder if you can help me interpret it. I may not be pronouncing it correctly, but I think you could probably understand it. It goes like this. Kurecka varila, ogonek spasila, leče džetki po vutke, mama da će skorucke. Temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, fruk I polečala. That's all I can remember, and I don't really know what it means.
I know. Czekaj. Halo? No to nie, to jest coś innego.
Ogonek spasila, leče džetki.
It's a little bit different than what we... Okej, dobra, Rybko. No to kończę. No pa. Około 4:35. Dobra, no pa. Pa, pa. This one is different than what we've known. It could be just different area of the country. But let me just listen to this one more time, and I'll just write it down in Polish and I'll translate it to you.
Kurecka varila.
So here we go. Go ahead.
I suddenly remember from something from over almost 70 years ago. It was a little game we used to play with our mother, a finger game, and I wonder if you can help me interpret it. I may not be pronouncing it correctly, but I think you could probably understand it. It goes like this. Kudecka varila, ogonek spasila, leče jetki povutke, mama da che skorutske. Temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, temu dala, fruk I polečala. That's all I can remember, and I don't really know what it means.
Okay.
Can you rewind it again?
Yeah, no, that's okay. Well, it's a little bit. I think it's just because it was from different part of the country, but mainly it means that there's a what do you call this? Not a duck, the different one that
Goose?
Goose. That goose, she burned her tail. It's like this is the goose, and she burned her tail, and she's saying to the kids, "Go, kids, and bring some vodka. I'll give you the rest what's staying from the egg. You know this, the hard part of the egg. That's what I'm giving to you." And what she's showing on her hands is like she was giving a little bit to the one of the kid. She was giving a little bit to the other of the kid. She was giving a little bit to the third of the kid, and she didn't give anything to this one, and she just flew away.
Oh.
So it's like it's very hard to interpret it. We had this in a little bit different way that it was a goose that she was picking up some food from the ground, and then she was giving a little bit to their own kids, and she gave one on a spoon, one on a dish, one on the plate. She didn't give anything to the fourth one. The fifth one, she just torn the heads off, and she just flew away. So it was like about. It's very hard to say what it exactly means. It was like about giving someone that you're close with, something, and you don't give to the last one, and you just go away. It's
So the original one, she gave the heart or the yolk of the egg.
Yeah.
The yolk of the egg.
not the yolk,
The red.
the covers. What covers the egg? The white.
Oh, the white of the egg.
No. What it's covered?
shell.
Shell of the egg.
She gave a piece of the shell of the egg to
the
each
age
of the
child.
to children.
Yes, and she didn't give anything to the last one, and she just flew away. But at the beginning, she asked to run, so those kids could run to the either store or somewhere, and they were supposed to bring some vodka. And for vodka, she was giving them this little piece of the shell.
So, but the way you learned it, it was different at the end of the rhyme. That she just on the last children she
just turned the head off, and she just flew away.
turned her head off, or
The last child off.
she tore the head of the child off.
Yes.
Of her child
yes.
off.
And
So
how to interpret it, what it really, was meaning. It was, my mother used this for myself, and we use this for our kids, just to kind of get their attention when we were feeding them. Like, this is the guy who was giving some food to this child, and she was giving this food in a different, dishes, spoon, plate, whatever, and we just did go to the fourth finger, and the last one didn't get anything. She just turned her head off, and she just flew away, just to get attention. So I don't really think that it's supposed to mean anything. It was just, you were just showing on those fingers, and the kids were looking like, you were showing some food, and then they were eating better. That's why mother was using this for me, and we're still using this for our son. About this vodka part, maybe it's just different part of country, and changed a little bit, but probably the meaning of the same thing was the same. Like, you just try to get attention of the child, so they can eat faster and better, and they can focus what you're doing with them. Because when you feed the little kid, they always look around, and they don't want to eat sometimes. So it wasn't like some message or anything. It didn't really mean about this torn head. It was like not about just turning head off. It was just about getting the child attention. And you use it for the 2-3 years old child. You don't use it, or 4 years old. You don't use it for the older children, because they would probably get this last part, and it, you know, it wasn't be nice. You know, they would hear that somebody's, you know,
Tearing the head off.
tearing the head off. And again, about this vodka part, maybe it was just a little bit, you know, different type, you know. But the way how she was, you know, showing on the fingers, it was like, you know, that was the gas who was, you know, picking up some food, and then she was giving one, you know, to one child, to the second child, to the third child. She didn't give anything to the fourth one, and the fifth one, she just turned the head off and just flew away. And then, you know, you just look at the head of, you know, mother or father, and then you ate. You know, this was, I guess, that's how it worked. So there's no special message in it, you know, unfortunately.
No, just a nursery rhyme.
Yeah, just a
Yeah,
nursery,
yeah.
just to get the kid attention. So
All right.
that's, you know, I think, you know, that's the best I can, you know, I can do about it.
Dziękuję.
Proszę bardzo. And hello to...
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
get on my hand. Tu kokoszeczka jagiełki dziobała. Temu dała na miseczkę, temu dała na łyżeczkę, temu w garnuszku, temu w supełku, temu nic nie dało, łapę kurwała i frrrr, odleciała. That's it. So it sounds very, you know, similar to what your mother said. And I think probably the meaning of it was probably the same, just to get attention of, you know, the little child so they can eat a little bit better.
Okay.